The holidays can be tough for people who can't go home and be with their family, and that's why a local hotel is making sure that no one is alone for the next 2 days. Not on your side, Veronica Vernaccio is live from the Hotel McCoy on the southwest side. So Veronica, how did this whole thing come together?
Chandrea, this is Hotel McCoy. They're known for having everything local, from the food and the drinks to even those murals on the wall. And that's because the general manager says that she loves this community. So when one of her staff members came to her with the idea of having a Christmas safe space, she said it was a no-brainer. Christopher Valenzuela is preparing coffee sleeves and making French press. He's a bartender at Hotel McCoy. He says this place has always felt like home away from home, something that not everyone has, especially around the holidays.
And so I think during this time of like what can feel like superb isolation, like it's great to have a community and somewhere to go so that way you can still connect with those bonds that you wouldn't normally have.
That's why he created the idea behind the Hotel McCoy's Christmas safe space.
I never really felt like I had like a space to really be, and I know that it kind of sucks that sometimes like your family just isn't really like the safest space to be around, and so I wanted to create like a space here that kind of encapsulated that.
I myself have been away from my family on the holidays and spent the night alone in my apartment feeling all sad. So when Christopher, our front desker, came to me with the idea of doing a safe space, it was sort of a no-brainer.
General Manager Nicole Dahl says it's an inclusive space for everyone in the community. It will run all day Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. There will be Tucson tamales, board games, Christmas movies, and free local coffee.
We wanted to be a place where you can come and feel a sense of belonging and welcoming and family. Even if we start the night as strangers, we can end it as family.
Now, Nicole wants everyone to know that it does not matter what the reason is that makes you feel lonely this holiday season, you are welcome here. Now, it's going to be running tonight until 11:30 and then all day tomorrow starting at 11 a.m. But for now, reporting live on the southwest side, Veronica Vernaccio, KGUN 9 on your side.
All right, thanks, Veronica. A new state law will allow taxpayers to continue deducting donations to nonprofits off of their taxes, even if they don't itemize their returns. Not on your sides, Tasha Davis spoke to a local nonprofit to find out how donors and organizations can benefit from that tax break.
Many give money to nonprofits because they love to give, but it is also nice to get a tax deduction. This year, there was a change in the state tax law. The change allows people to take a deduction for some of the funds they give to charities, even if they don't itemize their taxes.
The big change this year is that people who are using the standard deduction on their state income taxes can also get a tax benefit for the money they donate to local nonprofits.
Alliance of Arizona Nonprofits says this state tax law was needed because changes to federal tax laws eliminated the financial incentives to donate to nonprofits, compensating what the federal law lacked for nonprofit giving benefits.
They were concerned that the donations across the state to nonprofits could drop dramatically, and the Alliance of Arizona Nonprofits really lobbied hard to make this change.
The Alliance of Arizona Nonprofits is a statewide organization that represents the interests of thousands of nonprofits. The group saw this as a real problem.
We have a feeling that the changes may affect smaller nonprofits more that don't have robust fundraising programs.
The fear was that those who would normally donate for the write-off felt the need not to because there was no incentive. The new state law changed that, and that is something that Jensen is happy is in effect as nonprofits thrive on community support. For more information on the new state tax law, visit our website. Tasha Davis, KGUN 9 on your side.
All right, let's check in with Brian Brennan, who's in for Kyler Diggs, and the rain has been kind of off and on today.
That's right. Well, it came in real strong in the morning, and then we've had some off and on showers, hit and miss through the afternoon. If you look at the rainfall today, this is basically what we saw this morning, between 1/4 of an inch to a 1/2 inch of rain real fast, came through around 9, 10 a.m. and then blew out. But We've had some showers to the west of Tucson. A few showers have moved in over the last couple of hours, mostly to the north side of town and then north of town. We had some showers in Marana and also Oro Valley, but you can see the heavier stuff is really up in the Phoenix area. As we kind of zoom out, you can see that. There are still showers going around Casa Grande and all the way to Ajo. So those bands of showers are going to continue this afternoon and evening. So we can't completely eliminate the risk for showers, but they will become more scattered. And the snow showers up above 7,000 feet will continue. So the snow advisory, winter weather advisory will continue as well. We had 60 degrees today, 4 degrees cooler than what's normal. We are going to see another storm system come in for Friday, which will bring our snow levels even lower. We'll have more coming up in the full forecast, Andrea.
All right, thanks, Brian. It's Christmas Eve, and that means it's time for NORAD to track Santa as he makes his way all across the world to deliver some presents. Now, take a look to see where he is right now. Well, a sleigh full of gifts just zipped through Uruguay, and we'll keep tracking Santa throughout the night as he gets closer to Tucson. And a local store gaining some national attention for its holiday display will bring you a look inside of Ace Hardware that's actually really getting into the Christmas spirit. You're watching KGUN 9 on your side. And welcome back. A local hardware store wins coolest Christmas holiday display in a nationwide competition. Ace Hardware on 22nd and Kolb won the online competition for the third time in 4 years. The competition compared holiday decorations at stores all across the country, and employees say it's a fun and creative way to push Christmas products at their stores. They also say the setup started just before the holiday season, and it took several staff members to make it happen.
Oh, wow. About a month worth of 8 people working about 10 hours a day. So it takes a lot to get a store up and running for Christmas time.
And for winning the competition, Ace Hardware will donate $7,500 to the local Children's Miracle Network at Tucson Medical Center. A resident at Desert Springs Retirement in Oro Valley, we're getting into the holiday spirit today as well. Every year, retirement communities within the company participate in a gingerbread house competition. Now, we're told the residents work hard to come up with a fun theme, and as you can see, they all turned out pretty doggone good there. And the road to Mount Lemmon is closed after recent storm activity. The recent storm road actually closed that road to Mount Lemmon. Only residents and employees are allowed to go through there. So far, there's no word on when it will reopen. And for the latest road conditions in Pima County, call the Road Condition Hotline. The number is right there on your screen. Let's go ahead and check in with Brian Brennan for a look at that Christmas forecast.
Well, the snow is still falling up on Mount Lemmon, so that road is going to remain closed. Winter weather advisory until 1 a.m. and we're seeing showers in the Tucson area. We'll have more coming up.
And we're counting down the top Southern Arizona sports stories of 2019. Jason Barr is checking the list. That's next. You're watching KGUN 9 on your side.
First Warning Weather is brought to you by Hamstra Heating and Cooling.
Well, our rain gauges across the state recorded a fair amount of rain from many locations. In our corner of the state, southeastern Arizona, looks like between 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch for the most part. A few spots had a little bit more than that, but that was kind of the average. Maybe close to 1/2 inch with that big soaking rain that happened around 9 or 10 this morning and then blew through. That eventually led to some clearing. We hit 60 degrees in Tucson, 56 was the high in Nogales, and 54 was the high temperature in Sierra Vista. Looking at those showers now, though, after that front came through, we continue to see some scattered showers. The north side of town getting some more, probably measurable rain there. The lighter green, just some sprinkles or drizzle, but as you move kind of north of Tucson, you can see that heavy rain. And in the Phoenix area, it's raining as well. And up in the White Mountains, a good snow falling, as well as snow falling up on Mount Lemmon and in the Rincons, basically everywhere over 6,500 feet, getting some snowfall. That's why that winter weather advisory going to continue until about 1 a.m. 54 degrees, your current temperature in Tucson, 49 in Nogales, 45 in Sierra Vista, 43 in Douglas. I think our computer models here trending a little bit warmer. I think Tucson, you'll drop into the low 40s. And in Santa Cruz County and Cochise County, there'll be a few spots dropping into the upper 30s. But for the most part, that's pretty close there, what you can expect in the overnight hours. You probably don't need that information as much as Santa does as he drops off his gifts. As you open up your presents Christmas morning, it looks like you could get a few showers outside, but we should see a drying trend towards the afternoon. It looks pretty light and scattered, and we'll get into the upper 50s once again tomorrow. 47, your high temperature in Bisbee tomorrow. 53 in Sierra Vista. Will be in the low 50s for the most part across Cochise County and Santa Cruz County. Mid to upper 50s expected across Pima County. 56 the high temperature in Vail. So we show you the rain forecast every time we get that soaking rain. We can also show it to you when we're not expecting a whole lot. So tomorrow, I do think with the few morning showers we get, we might see between 0.05 of an inch to 1/10 of an inch of rain. So no soaking rain event expected for your Christmas, but there is another soaking rain event that looks a lot like this last system coming in again on Friday. So we'll call it cool and showery, although by Thursday I think we get a nice little break until late Thursday night into your Friday. That's when we see that next system come through. Rainfall amounts probably about the same, between 1/4 to 1/2 inch of rain, and then the snow levels start dropping to 5,000 feet on Friday, and then maybe as far low down as 4,000 feet. So that's not going to affect Tucson as far as the snow goes Saturday morning, but some of the higher terrain to the east of Tucson, like Bisbee and Sierra Vista, could see some snowfall happening those days, Friday and also especially Saturday, when the temperatures will be the coldest in the morning. Your snow forecast showing those areas above 4,000 feet. Nogales, you're below 4,000. You don't have to worry about that. But if you were above 4,000, that's where the heavier snow would go. It looks like Bisbee could get maybe 1 to 3 inches of snowfall for that forecast for Friday into your Saturday. So your 7-day forecast shows in Tucson, no snow, unfortunately. We're just talking kind of cool, wet weather. Friday is the next round of rain. Jason?
All right, thank you, Brian. I made a list and checked it twice. It is my 8th annual Top Southern Arizona Sports Stories of 2019. I'm going to do 10 through 6 now, and we'll show the top 5 during our 10 o'clock newscast. So, sports story number 10. The Sugar Skulls make the playoffs in their inaugural season. Tucson's Indoor Football League team averaged more than 3,500 fans and went 7-7 during the regular season. They've picked up a number of key free agents and are poised for a big 2020 with Dixie Wooten as head coach. Sports story number 9, the collapse of the Arizona football team. The Wildcats started 4-1, then they dropped their final 7 games of the season. Defensive coordinator Marcel Yates and 2 other assistant coaches were fired mid-season. Quarterback Khalil Tate ended up splitting time with true freshman Grant Gunnell under center. Sports story number 8. How good was she? Ari McDonald with her Wildcat scoring records. The women's hoopster broke the program's single-season scoring record with more than 600 points. And then last month, she broke the program's single-game record by dropping home 44 at Texas. More on this team later in the countdown. Sports story number 7, Bijan Robinson's amazing season. The South Point running back was named the Gatorade Arizona Player of the